MLS Comeback Player of the Year from 2023. That none other than Alan Pulido of Sporting Kansas City. The Mexican striker, of course, missed all of 2022 with a knee injury, but what a resurgence last year. 14 goals, 4 assists in the regular season as SKC slid into the playoffs, advancing past San Jose and eventually top seed St. Louis before falling to Houston in the Western Conference semis. Alan Pulido of Sporting Kansas City next with us here on Futbol Americas. And can I say something?
Yeah.
The first guest to bring gifts to the Futbol Americas.
Oh, bring you a gift.
Well, he brought you a gift too.
Oh, yeah.
He brought you a gift. Thank you, Alan. Very nice.
Welcome,
Very
welcome.
nice.
Was this your doing or?
Yes.
I think the media team over at Sporting Kansas City is just trying to butter us up a little bit.
Some of the better,
You've been
some of
very
the better
critical.
media members.
Yes.
Or media teams, I should say.
So how you feeling? You ready for this season?
Yes, I am ready. I feel very good, and I am excited for the next year, for this year.
Very different than last year, huh? What does it mean to you when you have that MLS Comeback Player of the Year award that they give you? Because I'm sure we talk about it a lot on our show. Like when guys get injured as a professional, it's just like the worst thing. So when you come back and then get awarded for it, how did that make you feel?
Yes, it's difficult. It's difficult my injury because I don't know. I missed like 1 year and 4 months. But I approached about me and about my staff, my medical staff, to the Sporting because they guys like working very hard with me about like my recovery. And last year, I don't know, it's amazing for me. After my injury, I played like a lot of matches and I scored like 50 goals and 5 assists. So and the team also we make like the playoffs. We stay in the playoffs and we play the semifinal. No, unfortunately we don't advance, but this is the soccer and now. I don't know. We are improved about my last year with the team for me.
Take this the right way. Were you worried? Because you're coming off a knee injury, and it's a contract year with Kansas City. A lot's in the air. You don't know how you're going to be physically on the field. Was there a part of you that was worried? And once the ball starts going in the net, what did you feel?
Amazing, because my last year for me is fantastic. No, it's like the best contract for me in my career, and I scored like a lot of goals. I helped my team for make to the playoffs, win the games, and also I don't know if I remember how is my year when I don't play. It's very difficult and it's hard, but for me always is like working, good mentality, and this is for this now. It is the result about like all the work when I make.
So you had a great season last year. Sporting Kansas City had kind of a weird season, right? Like terrible start, kind of some ups and downs. There were moments where it seemed like things were really falling apart. And at the end of the year, like you say, you kind of make this rally to make playoffs and then put together a great series against St. Louis. Describe last year. What was that experience like for you from a team perspective, the ups and the downs?
Yes, we have like 2 phases, no? For me, it's like 2 phases because when we in the start to the season, the last year, we missed like a lot of players, you know. It's injuries like me, Johnny Russell, Gadi Kinda, and the team. Maybe he don't find like I don't know like the result, no, and the opportunities for win the matches. But in the end of the season, I think a lot of players come back about the injury, like me and all these players. And we play better. No, we play better together. We know, and we are like a strong team. Peter also working very hard about the team, and they change a little mentality because a lot of players they have like no good mentality, and maybe the players think like the season is off for us. But Peter changed this mentality, and we go forward, you know, and we win the games, and we play better. And now it's for this in the last 3-4 matches we win and we stay in the playoff.
I want to switch for a second and talk about Javier Hernandez. He's 35 years old. He's going through something very similar to you with the knee injury. Lots of reports heating up that he's going to sign with Chivas de Guadalajara. What do you think of Javier Hernandez coming off a knee injury can offer a team like Chivas?
It's okay. I look like positive the Chicharito come to Guadalajara because I don't know, Chivas he don't have like good forward like for 4 years ago, and Chicharito he have very
Since you've been there.
Yes,
you were the last one.
Yes, I am the last one, and Chicharito he have like very good experience. He he's like very good professional player. I don't know, he is like a good player also, no? And maybe if he go to the Chivas, maybe he try to help to the Chivas better strong team.
He's not the only player going from MLS to Liga MX. We just saw it with Brandon Vasquez
Right.
going from FC Cincinnati to Rayados. Is it harder to score in Liga MX or harder to score in Major League Soccer?
It's different. I don't know. It's different defense. You know. I don't know. In Mexico, for me, I don't know. The teams he tried to like you don't have like a lot of the space. You know, because it's like more I don't know structure and defensive. And you have like short space for score. And here the soccer is like more like Europe, you know. You try to find more space because all the team they want to score, and Mexico no. You try a lot. I have in the past a lot of coaches and say like, okay, if I don't score it's okay, but we draw, and it's okay. We have like very good job, you know. In away when we play away. So it's different football, but for sure it's more difficult in Mexico. You score like a lot of goals about this situation.
Are you surprised at all that a team like Chivas is going the route of a Kate Cowell, who's with the U.S. men's national team? I believe he will be the first player from the U.S. men's national team to play for Chivas. Does that surprise you at all?
Yeah, he's surprised because he's young player, and normally in Chivas he try to find like different players. But I speak another day with one friend, and I say this guy play amazing. This guy is good player, and I think for me he helped a lot to the Chivas team.
You're from Chivas. Do you care that he plays for the U.S. men's national team? Does that matter to you?
I don't know. No, for me it's okay. You know, for me, I know I play in Chivas, but this is the history about the club. You know. But for me, if a lot of players come with good, I don't know, with good qualities, for me it's okay because I want to Chivas stay in the first position.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the Mexican national team while we got you here for a second. Copa Americas coming up this year. It's a huge tournament for Mexico, for the U.S., obviously going to be here in this country. What do you think Mexico's possibilities are in that tournament?
Yes, it's hard now in this position. Mexico, I think, don't pass like very good moment. But of course, to the coach Jimmy Lozano is the new guy, you know, in the Mexican team. So I want and I hope like he tried to make very good job in the Copa America, you know. I know the rivals is different because it's different countries, but I hope and they pass like I don't know the first 2 rounds, you know.
Does Alan Pulido see himself on the Mexican national team right now in that pool? And if so, has he spoken to Jimmy Lozano? Is there any contact in the Mexican national team?
No. The last contact to me is like Diego Coca. I remember he called me and he tried to, and I go there with the national team, but I am injured. I am like start to the recover, coming back to my injury, and I don't go. But Jimmy Lozano, no, he don't contact me. Not only the medical staff ask me a lot of times like, hey, how you feel in the pitch, how you feel about your knee and everything, but no, I don't have contact with him.
I got to ask you one last question just because you've got a very kind of interesting career coming out of Mexico. You made it out of Mexico. We talk about this on the show all the time. There's so much talent in Liga MX that never leaves. Do you think we're any closer now, maybe a decade after?
Well, he forced his way out of Mexico.
Right, but and that's the point. You had to force your way out. Is Mexican soccer in any better place now, 10 years later, in terms of selling players to the European market? Do you feel like there's a more openness, or are we still pretty much where we were when you were there?
I don't know. Now it's difficult because I don't know all the Mexican players when the Europe teams try to buy him, it's like too much, you know. It's like too expensive, and this is the problem. It's for this now. You try to turn to the Europe and it's less players that play in the last 5 years, you know, because now the owners, the Mexican owners to the teams, he try to find the best, I don't know, the best salary, you know, about the players and the transfer, and it's for this. It's very difficult because Europe teams when try to find one guy. and try to buy is like, I don't know, 11, 15 millions, and it's too expensive for Europe teams, is the problem.
Fascinating. Alan, thanks so much for the perspective and for being with us here on Futbol Americas, and good luck this season with Sporting Kansas City.
No, thank you so much.